Okay, so how you doing, Miss Rhiana Wilkes? Um, this is Mercury Roberts, and I am here to give you your 10 card tarot reading. And I thank you for your contribution. It definitely will be used well. And I'm glad to be here doing this for you. So hopefully we can get some great things out the way today. So first, I usually start off with a bit of a prayer. So just to open up a little bit. Okay. To the Supreme God, to all the spiritual teachers, holy masters, saints, archangels, and healing angels, thank you for your divine healing energy, divine guidance, help, and protection. In full faith, thank you. All right. So for your reading, actually, I felt I felt a sudden change is coming. I felt like things changed. Earlier, I was shuffling the cards before I was doing your reading, and I had came up with the Death card, and so it definitely let me know that you're about to go through some dramatic personal changes. And they're for your benefit. Usually, it's we never die. We only just go to a new phase in life. You know what I mean? Uh, everything, everything just moves in a cycle. In a cycle, everything's a cycle. So, because you're going through this change right now, I had thought of putting the aces in your reading. So I have the 22 major arcana cards here. And basically, we're going to just look into your life themes right now. So I have the four aces. So this is one. That's the ace of one. So that's about passion. And then I have the ace of cups here. This is about love. And then I have the ace of swords here, and it's about mind over matter. Okay, and then I have the Ace of Pentacles, a real opportunity. Okay, so with that being stated, I dedicate this deck to Rhiana Wilkes. I dedicate this deck to Rhiana Wilkes. Oh, wow. So I had felt your energy just now, and I felt like hands open. Like that's what I wanted to say, hands open. Almost that situation like I can't control anything. Somebody help me. I have such a decision to make. God, are you there with me? That's how I felt just now. And so that's okay. Um, that's okay. Because you will have the answers. What does the universe want to tell Rhiana Wilkes right now? What does the universe want to tell Rhiana Wilkes right now? What does the universe want to tell Rhiana Wilkes right now? What does the universe want to tell Rhiana Wilkes right now? So I cut the deck. All right. So your bottom card is Judgment. All right. So Judgment is a card about release. It's about thinking, reflecting. And this is the final moment. This is the real moment right here where it's do or die. You either gonna jump or you gonna stand still. You gonna make a move or not. It also says with this bottom card that at the root of the situation, you had to blow your trumpet on somebody. You had to blow your trumpet on somebody. You had to release judgment. It's almost like you were in a situation. You were almost in a situation where you had to stand up for what you believed in. Because as you see these people right here, they're standing up. They're praising the angel who is blowing his trumpet. So this is a signification of actually the rapture in the Bible. It has that flow of it. So it's like, the people were doing their damnedest and doing whatever they wanted to do out there and make moves that they thought were okay for them and, disrespecting and stuff like that. And then the angel came out of the blue, and it was time. It was time to answer for your decisions that you've made. It's time to answer. No longer will the people who have been disruptive and disrespectful have a place here. They are not welcome in the kingdom of heaven, as it says. They are not welcome. And so you had to blow this trumpet on somebody. And now you're in reflection mode. You're like, well, now that I blew my trumpet, what move do I make now? And so this is what judgment carries. And this is not your reading. This is just the root. This is the bottom of the card. This is the bottom of your reading. So this is basically telling me that you're reflective right now. You're in a very reflective mode right now. Things have happened, and they've happened fast. Because you think about the rapture, it happens in a blink of an eye, right? So things have happened, and they happened fast. And you were only left to be like, what just happened? This is a lot. Whoa. So, yeah. So that's what I want to say. Okay, so let's start your reading. So your first card is Strength. This is the situation. As you see, the angel here is taming a lion and holding the lion's tongue. Okay, so what I see right here is that you are in a situation where you have to show strength. It's a situation where you can be weakened. And then I see the lion's mouth being tamed. So it only makes me think somebody's verbally attacking you. Somebody's verbally saying things to you. Somebody is a demon in your life, because if you think in the Bible, they compare the lion to the devil. You know what I mean? With sharp fangs, and he goes around terrorizing people with fear. Okay, and so I feel like your situation was that you had to remain strong in a situation. You had to keep your head up. You had to do what was right. You wanted to, and you're messaging me actually right now as I'm recording your video. So I just want to let you know I'm not ignoring you. I'm recording your video. But anyways, you had a situation where you have to, you're in a situation where you have to be strong. You have to show strength. You have to temper yourself. You can't react the way they want you to react. I almost feel like this is a lover. I'm pretty sure this reading is almost based on some type of lover. And you have to show your strength to this person, because this person is trying to take you down. This person is trying to take your soul, because strength is inner vitality. So it's about your soul. It's about your soul. It rules the sun. Leo rules this. This is card ruled by Leo. The sun has ruled this. So Leo is about your self-expression. So it's about being able to express yourself calmly. It's about not allowing people to win over your feelings. It's about allowing yourself to reflect in peace. Reflect in peace. In peace. Okay? You already had that moment where you blew your horn. So now it's time to just be strong. Now it's time to tame the lion that has been trying to tame you, that has been trying to run around in your life and make moves and traumatize you. So let's go with your second card. Your second card is the Tower. Oh, wow. So this card speaks about the opposition. And so with the Tower card, it says that a dramatic change has just happened. Dramatic, right? So we spoke about this. A dramatic change has just happened. And you're like, wow. What just happened? I mean, that's all I keep hearing from you is what just happened. Like you can't believe it happened the way it happened, but it happened, but you're still like trying to catch up with what happened. You're trying to catch up with it because you can't believe that it really happened the way that it happened. It was like, I didn't see this coming. Everything was good. Everything was great. The sun was shining on me. I don't understand what happened. And so the little bit of yellow in this card at the top is the crown, right? Once again, this is about ego. So this is about ego, okay? And this is about ego. But this is about destroying ego, okay? So it almost feels like somebody, whoever this person is, was trying to destroy your ego, was trying to destroy who you were as a character, was trying to destroy you as an individual. Trying to take you out the picture because they don't believe in themselves. They were the lion in their own life. They didn't believe in their own self. And so they wanted to disrespect you. They wanted to take you out and blame everything on you. Just like the devil does. A liar, a thief, stealer, uncontrollable. It has no respect for self. Only here to do what they're to do. And that's to take you down. To not believe in you and to help you not believe in your own self. Which is a terrible thing. How dare. How dare. Okay, so but the Tower speaks of, even though this situation has happened, this has been a very enlightening situation. This has been very enlightening. And even though the tower has struck and the house burned down, so, you know, when Luther Vandross said, a house is not a home without you there, you know, that's the situation right now. It's about y'all had a home together and the house is not a home anymore. It almost feels chaotic every time you walk in the house. You know, it almost feels like you almost wish you weren't there. You know what I mean? You almost wish things were different. And it's drama too. It's very dramatic. It's very dramatic. It's very... It just takes a lot out of you. But there's an end to this. And with all chaotic changes comes life. This card is ruled by Scorpio. And Scorpio is all about transformation and change. And so it says that even though you go from one phase to another phase, it's killing off what doesn't matter. You're going through a phase where it's killing off what doesn't matter, and then you're going to be gaining what does matter. You're going to get in your life what's important. You're going to start having revelations of important things that matter, and the things that don't matter, they got to go. You can't hold on. So this moment of you sitting here with your hands out, what is going on? That's the moment. That's the moment of pure belief, of having faith. Have faith in your time. Have faith in what's going on. Don't give up. All right, so let's go to your third card. And so your third card is the Root card. All right. And so your third card is actually the Sun. So it's funny. This is the root of the situation. So it almost says at the root of this situation, there was a success. And this card stands for happiness. This card stands for things going well, a marriage, things going your way, you having what you want. You know what I mean? And it's interesting to see this card here because it's like at the root of the situation, that's what you're questioning. You're questioning where did things go wrong. You're reflecting on where did things go wrong. You wanted them to work. You had your heart into it. You had your soul into the situation. You had your soul in the situation. You gave your all. It felt good. You felt like you had everything you needed. But this also speaks of another thing. Because it's the third card, it also speaks of coming times. And so it says coming times will get better. There will be sunshine in your way. All right, so let's go to your fourth card. And so this is the past. Okay, so in the past, you have the Hangman. Now this is one of the most important cards in the tarot. This card depicts, as you see, he hangs off a tree. He hangs off a tree and he has the circle around his head. Who do you think of when you see that circle, that enlightenment around his head, and he's hanging from a tree? You think of Jesus, right? And so it says that Jesus sacrificed himself for a greater cause. So, in your past, it says that you had to make a sacrifice. You had to sacrifice something, someone, a part of yourself, or a way you were thinking. A way you were thinking. Maybe you thought things were good. Maybe you thought things were great. Maybe you thought that the sun was really shining. But you had to sacrifice that feeling for your own health, for your own wealth. Because see, like Jesus, they accused him of so many different things. Right? But because they accused him, that wasn't the part that mattered. The part that mattered was that he was carrying out a mission. Meaning, he knew who he was. He knew that he was dying for a cause. He knew what he was doing. And so with you, you know yourself. You know who you are as an individual. I almost feel like you don't really have no... I almost want to feel like the feelings aren't that hard right now. Your feelings aren't that hard right now. It's almost like you're not taking it as hard as you thought you would take it. It's devastating. It's chaotic. It's explosive. But your mindset is so looking forward. You know what I mean? It's like, I have enough strength to move forward. You know, it's almost like, because this card speaks of patience. So almost seeing like it was a long time coming. Something that you came up with the answer to, but you reflected on the answer for a while until you felt the time was right to react. So this, whatever is going on in your situation, it didn't just start. It had been going. It been going. And you've been thinking about sacrificing the situation way before you actually came up with the answer to sacrifice it. All right. Let's talk about your fifth card. All right. So, interesting. All right. So I said I had put the four aces in the card, and out of 22 major arcana, there's only four aces in here. Okay, so luckily one came up, the Ace of Cups. Okay, so the Ace of Cups is in the fifth position. And so the Ace of Cups speaks of love. The Ace of Cups speaks of, in total, emotional fulfillment. Okay, so this is interesting right here because it almost feels like mentally you want to feel fulfilled. You want fulfillment in your life. You want love. You love love. You know, it's weird because even though the situation is chaotic, it almost feels like you understand what you're going through is a process. And at the same time, you're like, things will get better. You know what I mean? Like you got a very positive outlook. A very positive outlook. You know what I mean? And that is awesome. That is awesome to have such a positive outlook no matter what goes wrong. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure you have your moments. You have your dark moments. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure you do. But they're not overriding anything else. They're not overriding you. It's not taking over. You're still doing your day-to-day movements. You're still taking care of things. You know, but you want that love. You want to be appreciated. You want to feel emotionally fulfilled. And so the Ace of Cups speaks of an opportunity. There's an opportunity around mentally. Mentally, it's your opportunity. It's your opportunity to be able to give to somebody else. But are you going to take the love that's given to you mentally? Okay? So mentally, it's saying if you receive the love that's trying to be given to you in your hard situation, you will produce love. You will produce not hatred. You will not produce heartache. Like, I mean, you will have heartache, but not the heartache that, you know, people think of, like when they be like, they get to a point where they say, all men are fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, I hate everybody. You know what I mean? And it's only a reflection of yourself because you're like, well, really, I just hate myself for making a decision that I made. It's not that I really hate anybody else. I just hate the decisions that I make. But that's not you. You got an opportunity. God's trying to give you love, trying to give you that mental healing, trying to give you that emotional fulfillment up here. Oh man, yes. 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 So now we're stepping into your near future. We pulled another ace. Ha ha! Isn't that beautiful? So 2 aces in a reading. 2 aces in a reading. 2 aces in a reading for me is something grand. It's almost like a new start's coming. It's almost like you're stepping into a whole new start. You might decide to let everything go with this change. And change your life. And not in a bad way at all. You may not, might not be a bad thing. It's more like it's time for new beginnings for you. You're being ushered out of the old. It's almost like, you know, maybe your situation that you were in is ending for a reason. And it's because something better is waiting for you on the other side. And so it's telling you to let go. This card is also about higher callings. Having a higher calling. And being swept out of a situation that is not, you know, just like the rapture. Nobody's happy on earth. And I guess when Jesus comes and, he does the rapture, they'll be praising, they'll be happy. Please, I can't, I've been trying to get here all my life. So somewhere you've been trying to emotionally be all your life, you're going to have an opportunity to cut through the illusions. I got this tatted on me, actually. I got it tatted. You can't see it, but I have it tatted on me a little bit. But anyways, it gives you an opportunity to cut through the illusions of life. And so this is the Ace of Swords in your near future. And so the Ace of Swords says mental growth, mental understanding, being able to be like mind over matter. You're not thinking emotionally no more about the situation. You're thinking, I got to do what's right for me. I got to do what's right for me. I got to make a decision for myself. There's no more wavering. There's no more wavering in the situation anymore. It's, I know what I got to do and I'm going to do it and I'm sure of it. And whatever you're saying to me right now doesn't mean anything.